It's day 2. It's not the morning.
No, it's not morning. Definitely not morning.
Martin's just got into work and it's like 12 o'clock, the middle of the day.
Yep.
And it's not your fault, is it?
No, no. M5 was broken this morning.
Road closures. But the good news is, since last episode you saw, we have light. A light. That isn't the final light, is it, Martin?
No, that's not the final one. That's one of the original ones that was over the top of it.
But there's going to be 2 of that.
Possibly 3.
Possibly 3. Oh, yeah. Really splashing out.
Yeah. Yeah,
okay.
I need to ping some messages out to the managers to see if they can transfer me some stock.
We just need to...
White cable. That one.
There we go. Yeah, just turning those off for the reflections. There we go. Now we can actually see in the tank. This is why I wanted to stop where we stopped yesterday, because I just didn't want you guys seeing the next part, or not seeing the next part as it would have been. But you can just see now, we've got a really great shape going on there just with the 2. It's very hard to escape a almost square sort of tank. But this isn't everything. We're going to have so much coming on into the foreground. The next stage now is just adding loads of details. We need fertilisation. We've left that space at the back there, just so we can put down some like substrate bags with loads of aquasoil and stuff in. Then we can just put sand all over the top, because there's geophagus in here, isn't there, Martin?
Oh, yes.
And they are renowned for their diggability.
Yeah. Yeah, they're going to keep that sand bed turned over really well, so it'll look banging.
In that case, then, yeah, we should probably just keep this pure sand, yeah?
Yep.
Just nice and clean.
Yeah, we'll avoid planting anything almost sort of from about here round to about the same sort of point on that side.
Yeah.
And then we'll keep that valley going up backwards relatively clear. We need to get some rock working around that central intake just to stop, or make it less visible, make it look a little bit tidier. So.
Okay, cool, yeah. So we've got a plan. First things first, shall we start adding some detail stones and the scatters and stuff?
We can do. I need to glue my spray bar together.
Oh, yeah, show me. Show us where we're at.
So, it's just dry fit at the moment, but...
Is it drilled?
No, you wanted a shot of it drilling.
Did I?
Yeah. We talked about it yesterday.
I mean...
It's a drill bit going to a pipe. We could have got that anyway.
But it is part of the process.
Is, yeah. But yeah, so. It's all dry fit at the moment. Marked all the spots off where I need to make sure it all lines up so it fits back in perfectly. Job done.
And we've checked. Have you checked these?
Across. Yep, I've checked them.
They're on. They ain't going
They
anywhere.
are hopefully not going to go anywhere. I gave them a good jostle earlier and they didn't move, so it's always a good sign.
That's good enough.
Yeah. Let's grab the tank trolley.
Mine just said, do we need another shot of me using power tools? And then was going to drill straight into this lot. Oh, look, you've marked it out and everything.
I have fully marked it, yeah.
I should let everyone know that Martin is the type of guy that will fully plan something 10 times and get the planning perfect before he starts, which is a good thing because I'm the complete opposite. I just jump into it. Any problems arise, I try and sort out there and then. Martin sort of does it so that there aren't problems.
I did, however, just point out to Shez that if this is still recording, on this somewhere, you will have footage of me singing Club Tropicana.
What, just a minute ago?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'd stopped recording. Oh, that's a shame.
That's a shame.
That would have been good. Club Tropicana, drinks are free.
Precisely. Let's start on that
Action shots. Just in case anyone had never seen. Oh, hang on, Martin. Do you want to tell them what drill bit you're using? That might be useful.
I think it's a 6mm.
I didn't mean the size. What is it, like a brass one?
It's an HSS bit.
Oh, yeah, classic HSS.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we got a complete spray bar. I mean, I started doing a little montage of it all. I got very bored.
Yep. Yeah. There's only so many times you can see a drill bit go for a pipe. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Although you were speeding up quite a bit at the end there, Martin, getting very confident with the old drillage.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you know how it's going to react, then you can add a bit more to it. So.
I don't know why you didn't just use a pillar drill, Martin.
Don't have access to one, unfortunately.
Well, we were just talking about someone in the comments will be like, why don't you use a pillar? We don't have a pillar drill. Okay, good news. I can get in the tank. I don't want to block the route, but... Oh, no, you're all right. It doesn't matter.
Aaron's scared of the camera.
You're going to be in it. You're in it later.
Oh,
no. Right, I am in the tank. Now, Martin is going to pass me up different rocks and things. And in usual style, we're just going to wing it and see how... Oh, he's ready.
I'm on it.
OK, that's cool. Right, this has got a really flat back to it, which we don't want to see. So we can go like something right in, but we don't want to cover up all gaps. So I think it just hides this piece here quite well because it's quite artificial looking. It would be a shame if I drop this. All of this can be adjusted as well. We don't need to keep anything exactly where it's been placed. Trying to bring it out using the angle of the wood as well. God, these are beastly, Martin.
Oh yeah.
Ugh. Somewhere in here might be cool. Sort of hides that intake a bit. Blocks the root though, didn't it? I don't want to block the root. It's a bit big, that one. Good thing is there's so much space underneath. Let me know if you think something looks silly or whatever, and then I can adjust. Because it's so hard to see what I'm doing actually in the tank.
The only thing is whether you want to use like this one, stood on that narrower edge to go into that bottom corner down in there, to start bringing it across the face of the box.
Oh yeah. This will work though.
Yeah.
And that one's horrible and white, Martin. It's quite straighty at the moment, but once we've got all of our
we've got all the wood
stuff,
to sticking amongst it as well.
Scratch the glass. I don't want any fish getting stuck either. So we need some sort of gappage. We can put wood all in between it.
Oh yeah.
These are so white. Okay, so this is my view as I'm doing it. So you can see it's very hard to be able to skate, like looking down at everything. Basically, we're trying to use some of the rocks at the back there to cover up the black box, which is creating height that we'll have plants on. And then this one over this side is not too bad because we've got all this wood in the way. There's a bit of a gap down there, but once we've got some plants and stuff in as well. That pile there looks pretty ugly at the moment, but again, just lace some wood in it as well. You probably won't see it. There's a really good start, strong start, big rocks. So it's always harder when you've just got big rocks where to exactly place them, but I think that's working really well because it follows the line of the wood, but there's also a gap still in it. Looks like there's like really cool places underneath where the fish can go. Yeah, that's working really nicely. So the way to make it really come alive now is to add all the smaller stones that like bring it all together. We're not going to go too crazy, like we say, we want some clear sand at the front, but just dotted around them all, just over time as well as they pick up mulm, detritus and change colour a little bit with just a bit of background algae, it'll look so realistic and nice. Right, so yeah, pebble time.
Third time's the charm. We've got those 2 bags of pebbles. We've still got those 2 big rocks there. And then we've got whatever rock work over on the shelving that we want to use as well.
Oh, okay, so we've got extra if we need it.
Yep.
We'll just stick with the pebbles, I think, get those in to start with, and then we can add more if we need to.
Yeah.
We've already taken up a lot of space.
Yep.
You might notice that bag in the middle, that's not staying on. Let's just make sure we don't get any sand down into where the filter goes and destroys it. So you won't even see that. We've kind of hidden it behind the piece of wood and the rock, and it's black against the black background, although there will be Val there. She'll be in.
Yeah, she's her. She's here. Alita's here as well, isn't she?
Yeah, got Alita in there earlier.
Yeah.
That was a new one.
That was a new one. I hadn't heard that one before.
Yeah. You still didn't laugh though, Martin.
I don't tend
I think
to
you were in shock, weren't you?
Yeah,
at how good it was.
Yeah. They just water off a duck's back these days.
Shouldn't have put the rocks on the top step there, but it's done now. Oh. It'll be a miracle if I don't break this tank. Oh, nearly broke it. Some of the little crevices here with the wood, I'm just sticking some rocks right in, just to look like it's naturally sort of got lodged there over the years, even though it's brand new.
You almost sounded a little bit like Bob Ross then.
People say that all the time. They call me the Bob Ross of aquascaping.
It's a happy little accident.
Yeah, I do sometimes say that as well. So I'm trying to place rocks in that don't look too contrived, but I think it's actually working quite well. From the top view, it's actually so hard to see if that looks good. But luckily, I've done this enough times now that it's turning out quite nice. You want some areas that got a few more, some that are a few sparse. If you try and place them evenly, it looks really weird. Just get them in. I'm just going to time lapse it now because it's going to take forever otherwise. There we go, we've got a good start. We can add stuff, take it wherever we need. Of course, we've got all the scatter gravel to go in between that will tie the big with the medium and the small to the sand. That really does sort of transform it at that point as well. Martin is now climbing in with his Gandalf staff.
My staff of pipe.
So that's all now, it's not called silicon, is it? It's
Solvent World.
Solvent World.
So it's just, we just had the discussion about that a lot of people would probably get the smell of it from a specific hobby that they would have used to have. So if you ever did Warhammer or Airfix when you were younger, the poly cement that you would have used to glue it together, Solvent World is essentially like a really aggressive version of that.
And it is a strong smell.
Yeah.
It's either from those hobbies or recreational ones at the park.
I wasn't one of them. I was the prior.
I was always stealing beers from Dad, but that's about the level I went to. Wait.
How long are we waiting?
No, you don't need to wait. I'm just joking. Stick it in.
Done.
Sweet. Right, so now we're tying it all together. And for that, we've got this nice gravel down here. Very natural look. And I'm getting it on the floor, sorry, Martin.
That's all right.
But yeah, all those different sort of flecks of colour in it just adds a lot more realness, I find. The more sort of colour variations in your gravel, when you're going for a natural look, I think the better. So what I'm basically doing here is the same thing I would do on like a smaller scale, in smaller tanks. You just don't want to be careful at all. Just place it on top of the rocks, let it fall where it wants, nice and quickly. The longer you take and the more precise you are, the worse it looks. And I like to fill in some big gaps as well, stops like gunk getting stuck in there. And the way it sort of flows out the holes makes it look nice and realistic as well. La la, la la.
It's like Snow White chucking out birdseed.
What was that?
Snow White chucking out birdseed.
Yeah, I was thinking that or Home Alone, you know, the lady in the park?
Yep, the pigeon lady.
Point is, you don't have to be too careful with it. And the fish, they're going to decide where most of this wants to go anyway. Does it need more, Martin? Is it all right? Right, there we go. We've sort of covered everywhere. Again, we can add more details if we need to. We've wanted to keep like a very obvious 2 islands.
Yep.
And the scatter gravel really does make that work, especially with that gap running down the middle. But I think now we can stick some nutrients in, can't we, Martin?
Yeah, we certainly can. I've got a tub over there full of soil. We've got a bag of flubal stratum sat there as well. We're ready to go.
Okay,
loads
cool.
of media bags.
So basically, this is little mesh bags. We're going to fill these with the soil, and they can sit on the base of the aquarium and go over the top with sand. Lots of people have concerns. They say, "Oh, will the roots still be able to get through?" They definitely do. If anything, they anchor to it, don't they?
That one,
there you go.
That's one that we've used previously,
Yes.
and this is all just dead root from. I think this possibly had a sword growing into it previously. So yeah, they definitely get hold of the nutrients.
And that'll be good as well because plants like will lock in, and then fish can't pull them up and whatnot as they grow. Because I don't think they're too big initially, are they?
No,
so.
the geos when they go in will only be sort of 2.5 inches. So
yeah. And how do geos grow fast? Should we show them some of the fish? They've not even seen any fish yet.
No, we'll show them something down here because that's the most impressive bit.
Okay.
I say the most impressive. It's my favourite bit at the moment.
Okay.
So a shoal of 480 black phantom tetras.
No way. Are they all going in, Martin?
Yep.
Oh,
Ignore the rogue rainbow fish. They're not
So
meant to
you
be
didn't
down there.
say that to me. You just said black phantom tetras, and I was like, we're going to need a few, but
Quantity.
we've got a few.
Yep.
And
So-
they're like half size at the moment, aren't
Yeah,
they? as
they are
well,
half
so-
size, good mixture of males and females. So male-wise, we'll get that really nice jet black coloration when they hit maturity. Females will get that really nice reddish pink. The group of angelfish that's down here will be going in as well.
Look at the cute
So
little babies.
There's probably best part of 20 angels down here at the moment.
Yeah.
There's possibly 2 colour strains, which might irritate me as they start growing up, but they'll look cool when they get there.
It might be, but it might be just that you've got 2 batches, it looks like. One that's more grown slightly. So,
Yeah,
and then one
so
that's
you
not got
like,
its deep
the
colours
trio
yet.
up in this back corner
Yeah.
came in the previous batch, and then the smaller guys came in the batch a couple of weeks ago.
Okay. So they could be a different strain, but it might just be an age thing. The coloration
Potentially,
isn't
yeah.
coming through.
Yep.
That's still nice, though. I like both of them anyway. They look so cute.
The lilies that are in here are also going in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So on the right hand side, we've got Tropical King of the Blues.
Is she going in, is she? Lily?
Yep, Lily's going in. There's 3 of them actually.
Yeah, they look beautiful.
Tropical King of the Blues, and then we've got Maliacea chromatella, which is a bog standard yellow, and then a Pygmaea rubra on the left hand side. So 3 nice different colorations, 3 different leaf sizes, 3 different leaf styles.
And I noticed they're sending out the lily pads.
Yep.
This one is. Are you trimming those, or are you going to let them do it?
we'll want them to hit the surface.
You do?
Yeah, yeah. We want it to look as Amazonian as possible.
Yes.
So we want lily pads up on the surface, dappling the light that's going down.
Yeah, it'll give it that like greeny canopy as well, especially with the bright lights that are going on it. So that'll work really well.
Yeah.
Instead of floating plants as well. You know, I mean, we've got some floating plants, haven't we? So
Yeah, we can certainly put some floating plants
yeah,
on.
it'll all add.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we have got aqua soil in the mesh bags. You might even notice these round things. Martin is going to explain to you what they are.
They are what we would normally sell as lily fertiliser for ponds. It's just a really, really highly dense clay ball that's packed full of nutrients. So essentially works like root tabs, just
Bigger scale. Right, so we've got the soil here, and this is the area that we need to fill out right at the back. So there's the front of the tank, right in the back here. Plonk it in, and they're half filled, which means that when you lay them down, they cover more surface area. I think we've got enough here. Now we've kept a load of sand left over as well that we can put over the top, and we've got more rocks and more gravel as well, so we can tie it all in nicely. There we go, look, all filled in. Not really putting it anywhere else, but we can put more of those lily tablet things in any of the gaps where we want to put, say, some Amazon swords. We want a nice bit of Ludwigia in the middle section as well, plus we've got the lilies. But I just need to cap all of that now. Just adding some coarse gravel to this back area. It's going to grip the Vallicin area a little bit more, but also it's just going to add thickness as well. And then underneath, all the nutrients are definitely not locked down. Oh! Now it looks a bit odd like that, so stick some more stones in. This whole area will just get filled in anyway with the Val. What are we thinking so far, Martin? Happy with it? Anything you need?
I am very happy with it. It looks really smart. I don't like that pile of wood in that back left-hand corner.
I mean, I kind of do, just it's not straight. Yeah. But like, if we bring it, well, yeah, we need to start adding some wood in.
Yeah.
How we want it to trail. We've got some good pieces there. That's going to give it more of a 3D vibe rather than just two islands plonked. So let's just do that. Time lapse complete. That looks awesome. I think that went very well.
It did go very well.
Well directed.
Very well directed. You had 3 directors on the outside. You nearly ruined it.
Everyone
all by getting
helped.
your shoelace stuck.
Yeah, I got stuck. I tried to step over this one piece. It caught me and I nearly ripped the whole thing up. But like, you can really see the depth now. That back section there, all the gravel is. I mean, eventually the Val is just going to creep and go everywhere in there. So it'll be like a refuge area. The front bit's going to stay nice and clear. I kind of want to start planting, but we've run out of time.
Yep.
Next episode. So yeah, next episode we're going to be planting everything up, making some small adjustments as we need to.
We need to glue some stuff in place as well.
Glue, yeah, we need to glue all of that in place because there's quite a lot to glue. But we can fill the tank up then as well. That'll be interesting. It's probably going to be very murky. But you know, it'll clear, especially
fine.
Does that filter have like fine floss in it and stuff?
No.
Okay, so.
No, it's literally just K+ media, so it's K1 with K1 micro sat in the middle of it.
Well,
So
we can get a power head in there or something with a little filter on, that'll be fine. But yeah, okay, yeah, looking forward to the next one. See you soon. Yeah, you stay there and I can drop lower and it look like I'm sort of explaining something and as I talk like this. But you do have to sort of talk like that way, so not actually at the tanks on the camera, it looks like you're doing stuff. And then at some point I'll take a screenshot of what I'm doing now and it might actually look interesting.